Hello, and welcome back to the Test Drive Podcast, brought to you by Sport Car USA. I'm your host, Lee Bodette. Well, hi there, everybody. Lee Bodette with Sport Car USA. At Sport Car USA, we buy and sell modern muscle cars all over the country and actually all over the world. And just want to throw this out there, as I usually do, that if you do have a modern sports car, we're talking like Camaros and Corvettes and Challengers, things like that, and you're looking to sell it, get a hold of us at sportcarusa.com. And if you're looking for a modern muscle car, obviously Sport Car USA is where you will find a bunch, that's for sure. We're located in South Burlington and in St. Albans. We've got a big event coming up, and before we get to that, I want to introduce Jeff King from the Old Derelict Car Shows and the Car Club. Welcome, Jeff.
Thank you.
How long have you been with the Old Derelict Car Show?
This will be our 7th year.
7th year.
Sergeant, yeah.
And how did this come about? I'm really curious about the name. Where did the name come from?
Well, we decided there was 4 of us that always went to car shows together, and we decided to form a club, and we were trying to think of a name, and our guy Brian, we call him Cowboy, and John Wayne, he came up with the names Old Derelicts and kind of stuck with us, so that's what we went with.
Very catchy, I will say that, and very memorable, right? That's what you want.
Yep.
Right? Top of mind.
It's definitely different.
Yes, yes. So you've also done a number of car shows, obviously, in the 7 years that you've been together. How many events or car shows do you do a year?
The ones we put on, we do two a year. So we've done probably 14 shows, I would say, in the last 7 years. Now, where have your shows been located? Because you've been spread out a little bit over the 7 years. Yeah, we originally started down to St. Albans Bay.
Right.
And then some things didn't work out, unfortunately. So we tried Georgia Beach. That wasn't quite a good location for us. We had to work around ball fields. Then we went to Collins Pearly to the complex.
That was a big event.
Yeah. So that was pretty good, but we were limited to what we could do.
Right.
And that's when Adam Pro approached us to do one at the show at Indy Toyota and do one there. So this year we're added on. We're doing touch of trucks. We got probably 15 to 20 trucks that should be coming. We're doing antique tractors this year. So we get a lot of craft vendors for the ladies. So it's going to be quite the event.
Even going to have a few motorcycles there, right?
Should be some motorcycles, hopefully. Yeah.
I remember when you were at Collins Pearly, which was a very nice venue. For those that are listening that aren't familiar, we are in St. Albans. That's Franklin County. And I remember they put you on the football field, which I was stunned. It's like putting cars on a football field. That must have been a little challenging.
It was. We had to be very careful and delicate. We had to make sure we had no leaks in cars and stuff. So we had one person that's his job was to go and look under cars and make sure no leaks, anything was happening.
Yeah.
It was challenging, but it was a nice venue. We were able to do one at night, and we did it under the lights, which was spectacular. I mean, what a evening that was.
Yeah. You've done a lot of fundraising through the years, I should say, most notably Camp Tecumseh, which is a camp for kids that have cancer.
Correct.
And they get to go there for a week or two, and all paid for by generous people like you and the Old Derelict Car Club and all the donations. Tell us a little bit about your involvement with Camp Tecumseh.
We started, this is our 3rd year for Camp Tecumseh. What we were doing before, we decided it was time to change what we were raising money for. And so we went and I saw Mark Knight from Cool 105, talked with him about it, met with the directors and stuff from Camp Tecumseh and had a nice meeting with them and talked with the guys, and we decided that this is what we were going to do. And to see what this camp does for these kids is amazing.
Yeah.
It truly is. I mean, they get to spend not just a week, but there's all throughout the year, there's different things going on. There's stuff for the kids. There's stuff for the parents. There's counseling goes on. There's so much that happens and so many volunteers to make it all work. It is amazing.
And the kids absolutely love it. I mean, I've been there myself with Mark Knight. There's my radio tie right there.
Yep.
But it's really incredible to see the smiles on these kids' face where they just kind of forget about their cancer and treatment.
They do. We went, not last year, a year before, we went up with some cars. Got some race cars there too. And we put on a little show for them. And these kids were just going nuts. They loved it. They got to get inside the cars and just touch everything. And yeah, it was pretty amazing to sit there and see these kids, what they're going through. And there was a kid actually that came back from treatment that day.
Right.
And his mom come to pick him up and he wanted to stay. You know, it didn't matter what he was going through.
Yeah.
He wanted to stay and be still part of everything at that camp. And it just shows what it does for these kids.
Yeah.
I mean, it gives them hope and something to look forward to.
Yeah. And for those of you who've never heard of Camp Tecumseh, I just say to you, please Google it.
Yes.
And you're going to be amazed. You might have a couple tears in your eyes by the end of it, but...
Yeah. I mean, if you don't get emotional going there or seeing everything that's done, there's something wrong with it.
Right.
It is a very emotional thing. I mean, it truly is. 3 years ago, I think probably 3 years ago, they have a church on site on the grounds. One of the campers actually got married.
That's all. Wow. Great.
Which was pretty amazing.
Yeah, they come back year after year, right?
Yep. And to see what they overcome and was able to go and do that, just amazing.
I know on Cool 105, which is a local radio station that broadcasts in northern New York and also throughout Vermont, they do a fundraiser, Camp Tecumseh-thon.
Yep.
Right around Christmas.
Yep. They'll spend the whole week doing the fundraiser for it to get calls in and donations. We will set up a time and go down and present our donation. Mm-hmm. In the last 3 years, we've done this for Camp Tecumseh. We have donated $58,000.
Oh my goodness, that's incredible.
Yeah, so it's pretty great feeling to be able to do that. It's almost $3,000 to send a kid to camp, and I'm sure the way economy is today, it probably is that now. But to able to send some kids like that, it's a great feeling.
Yeah. How many members in your car club?
We originally started with 4.
Yeah.
And last year we added on four more teams, 4 more guys and their wives. So we added on because we're at the point where we grew enough where we needed this extra help to do these fundraisers, the car shows and stuff.
Yeah.
To put on a good show and try to keep everybody happy. We needed the help to do it.
Talking with Jeff King right now from the Old Derelict Car Club and shows, if you will. And being Sport Car USA, we've kind of crossed paths from time to time. Always had a great relationship with you. Yep. And we're pleased to say that this year we're going to join forces. Tell us about that.
Yep. Had the honors. Adam had approached me and wanted to talk about putting it together. And for me, it was a no-brainer. I mean, what better partnership, to do a beautiful car show. And everything that's lined up, it should be a pretty amazing event.
Yeah. And it doesn't have to be modern muscle cars at the car show. Of course, Sport Car USA is going to have some modern muscle cars there because that's what we do. But there are going to be cars of all types and makes, models.
Yep. From all years, the cars, trucks, they could be finished, not finished. I mean, I've had people tow vehicles in just because they wanted to show their project that they're working on.
Yeah.
We allow anything that wants to come in. If the Euro cars want to come in, sports cars like that, anything that wants to come, they're more than welcome.
Yeah.
The gates open and they can come on in.
It really turned into a family event.
It has, yep. We average, last year we tried to keep track of roughly how many people, spectators we come and get in. We've averaged last year just a little over 1,500 people.
Okay.
So with just a tad over 200 cars. Okay. So, yeah, I think we did pretty well.
Well, the date's coming up real soon. It's going to be June 6th. It's going to be located at the Handy Toyota and Handy Chevy campus. Yep. Kind of sister dealerships with us. And they're clearing out the whole back lot, I understand, including the field. And we're going to have so much room for so many vehicles, so don't be afraid to show off yours.
Yeah. No, I mean, there's going to be plenty of room. We can handle it. The more the cars come, more vehicles, the better we like it. So
Well, you're a well-oiled machine. There's no question about that. Tell us about registration, how much it costs, and then for the general public to come check it out.
So registration is $20 per car. We do not do any registration in advance. We have two lovely ladies that are always set up right at the table when they drive in. They will hand you a registration packet and they will collect your $20. And there's people all throughout the whole parking lot that will guide them to where we need to park them. So we'll also have a coin drop for any spectators that come. We're going to do a coin drop. If they want to throw in any change in a bucket or something for camp to come to, they're more than welcome to.
Yeah, that's great. Well, Sport Car USA, as you know, has done car shows in the past.
Yep.
And, of course, you had your shows going on. So, like you said, it's a no-brainer to join forces at a really large venue to have a lot of fun and make some money for Camp Tecumseh.
Yep. And that's the purpose of the whole thing, is to get as many people as we can and to raise money for Camp Tecumseh. But it also gives us the chance to see people, talk to people, see what their projects are, see what they're doing, and get a chance to talk with people about things.
Yeah.
It's a great community thing. It really is. It brings a lot of people together. Usually everybody leaves with a smile on their face, some with a few tears, but yeah, it's really good.
Rain date will be the Sunday after.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. They will be the Sunday.
Knock on table.
Yeah, I'm hoping Mother Nature.
Right?
I put my order in for a nice day Saturday.
Well, I'm sure it'll be fine then. Absolutely. So let's recap. The big car show with the old Derelicts is going to be on June 6th.
Yep.
And 10 o'clock registration, correct?
Registration.
8:30.
We'll open up at 8 o'clock.
8 o'clock. Okay, that was close.
Yep. We'll open up at 8 o'clock for registrations. Cars can start coming.
Yeah.
We usually have some that come earlier, but we're usually ready for them. Registration will open up at 8. The show officially begins at 11 o'clock.
Yeah.
And there'll be some people from Camp Tecumseh there. Colt 105 will be there.
Yes.
We'll have some kids from camp that will be there.
Nice.
So and they're getting more involved each year.
Yeah.
Last year, we actually had one of the kids that was our judges. And
that's great.
I'm not kidding you. I've never seen a kid that took so much pride.
Oh.
And he knows his cars. And when he got done picking cars out, he picked some beautiful cars for his trophies. And I was amazed. I really was. I was like, wow.
I got to meet that kid.
Yep. Tobias was his name. And he'll be there this year.
Okay, looking forward to that.
Yep.
And there's going to be a lot of interaction going on. You mentioned the Touch a Truck for kids. A lot of food vendors.
Yep. Food vendors will end up being us. We have we're going to have hot dogs, hamburgers, and sausage with peppers and onions and stuff. So we'll be doing the food. There'll be Touch a Trucks.
Yep.
So there'll be close to probably 20 trucks and some different equipment there. There will be a bunch of craft vendors. So for the ladies and for some of the guys that want to browse through, there'll be plenty of vendors there. We opened it up to antique tractors this year. So hopefully we'll see a bunch of tractors. We'd love to see that.
Yeah.
So that way that'll be a little different. We'd love to see that.
I know you're going to have the fire truck there, right? With the enormous flag.
Yep, we'll have quite a few fire trucks there. We'll have some dump trucks, loaders. I know the Village of Swanton are bringing their electrical trucks down. They're bringing a water vac truck down. The town of Swanton's bringing a dump truck. I mean, there's a bunch of different towns all over bringing some stuff.
Yeah.
It'll be pretty interesting.
Oh, we're very excited to join forces with you, as I mentioned. June 6th is the date. Off of Exit 20 in St. Albans is where the Handy Chevy and Handy Toyota campuses are. You'll see signage. And also, as Jeff mentioned, 8 o'clock is the registration for vehicles, but everybody's welcome.
Yep, everybody.
If you're with somebody who, I don't want to go to a car show, there's going to be so much more to do.
Oh, yeah.
So,
I mean, there's going to be a lot going on, and it'll be a great day.
Absolutely.
Mother Nature cooperates. So we'll have a great day.
All right, Jeff King, I want to thank you so much for being with us from the Old Derelict Car Club and Show. And we're looking forward to joining forces with you on June 6th in St. Albans.
We're looking forward to it.
All right.
I think between the two of us, we're going to have a great event.
We're going to make it happen. I'm Lee Bodette with Sport Car USA, again, buying, selling modern muscle cars all over the country and the world. And remember, let's never forget the men and women serving this great country of ours. Goodbye, everybody.